What's going on, guys? It's Kyle again with DTOM Knives and Gear, and today we're going to be talking about the flashlight that I received in the Going Gear EDC subscription box that I really love. This is the RovyVon Aurora series, the A5x. Super cool little flashlight. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Okay, today we're going to be talking about this little flashlight that has actually, I've been carrying a flashlight in my EDC for a long time, years and years and years. I didn't used to, and then I kept seeing a bunch of guys carry some flashlights on them at all times, and I figured, it's like, how often do I actually use a flashlight? Well, whenever I started to carry a flashlight, I started using it all the time. Now I don't go anywhere without a flashlight on my person. And I have usually been carrying the Streamlight Micro, which is a little single AAA battery flashlight that has worked for me for years and years. Still recommend that flashlight. But this little guy has replaced it. And I need to go get that flashlight so I can compare the size. That was quick. So this is the Streamlight Micro, and as you can see, this is a very small flashlight, and it's one of the reasons that I chose it for my EDC. But you can see it compared to the RovyVon. The RovyVon is much, much smaller. Now, I can't remember the lumen output of the Streamlight Micro. It's not very much, but it's, pretty perfect for me and what I needed it for. I'm going to say maximum probably 80 lumens, and I could be way off on that. I don't even think it was that. But for EDC purposes and what I was using it for, to just kind of find my way around. Oh, sorry guys, didn't mean to bump the camera. And to, look under things and all that, it works really, really well. Now this little guy, the reason that I'm changing is because it is, as you can see, a much smaller package, and I like that. It's really, I think it's actually called a keychain flashlight, but I don't put this on a keychain. I just throw this in my pocket. But just to give you a little bit of a difference, kind of our lighting here is probably not going to allow too much, but that's the Streamlight Micro, and that is the RovyVon Aurora. So this thing has a max output of 650 lumens. That's amazing for this little flashlight. Now, flashlight technology has grown so much, and I do have quite a few flashlights. I'm not a very technical person when it comes to the specs and whatnot, but flashlights is just something that I like to have around. So I have quite a few. This one has taken the place for my EDC flashlight. One of the reasons that I liked the Streamlight is because of this reversible pocket clip here that you can put it onto a cap and use it as a headlamp. And I can't tell you how many times that I've done that. This one comes with a stainless steel pocket clip where you can reverse it and put it on however way you want to, and you can still put it on a ball cap and use it for a headlamp. And so that is pretty much a must for me on an EDC flashlight because I use it so often. This is the box that it comes in. As you can see, it has the 650 lumen max. This is it's great packaging. I got this from that from the EDC subscription box from Going Gear. Guys, please check that out. They really have sent some really cool stuff. But anyway, this one, they make this in a couple of models, and as you can see here, this is the Cree XP-G3 LED. They have another model and I can't remember, but anyway, it's just kind of a lower end. I keep hitting my camera, and I apologize. A lower, I guess, grade LED. The Cree is actually the best, from what I understand. This little guy has a rechargeable battery in it. So as you can see, this little port here, you can recharge this guy. I think it takes about an hour to charge from absolutely nothing all the way to full power. And it is actually waterproof. Let's see, what do you call that? The IP66 water resistant, kind of like some of the phones are. So not totally waterproof, but water resistant. So you could, have this on in a puddle and whatnot. And as long as that's closed there, it's not going to hurt anything unless it goes really deep in some water. But, you know, I carry a bunch of stuff in my pockets. This rides in my pocket. It is, this outer coating is actually glow in the dark. So if you let this charge out in the sun, it will glow in the dark. And when you turn the light on and then turn it off, you can tell that it glows because it charges it by the light of the LED, which is super cool. It also has, so basically you press and hold, it's a momentary on, you double tap, and then you can go through the different levels, press and hold again, and it turns it off. If you triple press, then it turns on the LEDs on the inside, which I think is such a great, and you can see different, you have strobe and you have two different settings, and then same thing, you press and hold and it goes away. And then you can kind of see, you know, turning on that light, it glows in the dark. So super cool if you're out and about, you know, on the woods on a day trail or anything like that. You can more than likely be able to find this if you drop it outdoors. So super handy. The side LEDs kind of, you know, it's just like a little bitty torch, really. I know, you know, European guys call the flashlights a torch, but I mean, as far as a lamp, it gives out a pretty good throw of light on the side LED, so you can see what you're doing. They do have a version of this that has red LEDs in here, which is pretty cool because the red makes it easier at not losing your night vision. So that, I can't remember, I think that one's just, instead of the Aurora A5x, it's the Aurora A5XR that has the red LEDs in there. So as far as this is really what impressed me. That little bitty light has a 330 milliamp hour lithium battery. And so the website, haven't tested this out or anything, guys, but just looking at the website, the 650 lumens can run for 75 minutes. That's amazing. Now, whenever it does get hot, or when the light gets hot, it will sense that and step it down for safety and whatnot to where it doesn't ruin the light. But the next setting is 400 lumens for 150 minutes. Same thing there. When it gets too hot, it will step down. Then you have your two moonlight modes, I guess. You have a 25 lumen power out, or 25 lumen setting that runs for 10 hours. And then your 3 lumen, which is your real moonlight thing. If you're just wanting to see, you know, on a map or something like that, just to give you a little bit of light, it'll actually run for 66 hours on that 3 lumen. So battery life on this guy, I think, is totally acceptable in my eyes. You know, it excels. There are so many lights out there and all these new technologies where these lights can last for a very, very long time. And I think they put all that technology into this little light to make it a great choice for EDC. Now, as far as when it steps down, I'm not exactly sure what it steps down to. I'm assuming it just kind of goes from 650, 400, and then down to 25 to be able to last for that long when it gets hot. But I haven't tested that out. But as far as what I've been using this guy for, it's really just regular EDC task. I work in an office setting for the most part. And so I do run a machine where I've kind of got to get down and look at parts to make sure they don't have any burrs or dirt or anything on them for my machine to be able to do what it needs to do. And this light works perfect for me to just kind of get down in there, get what I need, and see what I need to see. Then, of course, you know, we just purchased some land, going out to that land and checking things out. I usually have a bigger EDC light on me whenever I know I'm going to be outdoors. But if this is all I have on me, this still works great because of that high output light for me to be able to see where I'm going, get back to my truck, and be safe. So, guys, if you haven't checked out goinggear.com, you need to. They have some great deals, some great prices. And then, of course, they also have that ADC subscription box, which is really a great value. It's $60 a month, and they send you one box. You know, we can have anywhere from 1 to 3 items in it, and the value always exceeds what you pay for the box. I've had a lot of boxes in the past, and I just didn't feel like I was really getting the value, but with them, I really do. So definitely go check them out. If you have any questions on this light, I can find out more answers for you guys. So just hit me up in the comments. Anyway, I have some more flashlights that we'll be looking at throughout the channel. I just haven't put a bunch of them on here. I've been focusing mainly on knives, but we're getting back, kind of getting back into the gear portion of the channel. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Hit that like button, subscribe if you like this kind of content, and we will see you in the next one.